Another type of question is the z-value may not be given. They may tell you the area under the curve, which is the probability, is a number, and they ask you for this z-value. So like the homework question 6.18. So if they tell you this part under the curve on the right side of 1.37 is 0.0853, and then you need to determine 1.37. So we suppose we don't know this value. So like in the homework, they just put a z there, and you don't know what this value is. So how do we find out this number here, 1.37? I cannot find something to cover it. I can sort of like cover this, and so we don't know what this is here. And how do I find out this value? So what we do is to do backwards. So again, we want to use the table, but the table only tells us the left side of the value, the area under the curve on the left side. So if this is 0.0853, that means the left hand side must be, so if I do a calculation, it 1 minus 0.0853, that is equal to 0.9147. Okay, so the right hand side of this, whatever this value is 0.0853. Then left hand side must be 1 minus that, because the whole area under the curve is 1. So I got the left hand side is 0.9147. One more time, why do we do this? Because if we want to use the table, and the table only tells us the value on the left side, the area on the left side. So now we go back to the table to look for this value, 0.9147. So be careful, this time we are not looking, we don't know the z-value, we know the area. So when we look at the table, we are going inside the table and trying to find out that number, 0.9147. Okay, so where's 0.9147? So all these are 0 point something. So I'm going to go 9147. This is 9192. 9147. It's right here. So I found the area and number, and then I try to find out the z-value. So the z-value is 1.37. Okay, so that's how I found out the z-value is 1.37. So if I remove this box here, whoops, that's 1.37. Okay, so that's the right hand side, if the right hand side value is given. But if the left hand side value, suppose I tell you, okay, so the left hand side is 0.9147, then you don't have to do this part. So let's look at another one. For example, like this one, suppose we don't know, let me hide this value. Suppose we don't know this value, and we know that the area under the curve is 0.0287. How do we find out the z-value? So we go to the table and go in, look at the table, found the 0.0287. So it's 0.02. So this is starts from 0.5. So one more time. This time we're going doing backwards. We're looking inside the table, find 0.0287, which is right here, and then what's the corresponding z-value? It's negative 1.90. Okay, so that's what this value is, negative negative 1.90. Okay, so if we know the left hand side, very easy, you don't have to do any subtraction, just go into the table and try to find this value right here, 0.0287, and then that will give you the corresponding z-value. But if they tell you the right hand side area, then you have to do a subtraction to find out the left hand side area, and then you can use the table. If they give you, like in part B, they gave you the middle part, and because notice the shape is symmetric. So the left hand side of the area will be 1/2 the 0.5, the right hand side will be 0.5. So if you know this is, the right hand side is 0.5, you can do a calculation. So like in the homework they tell you this part is 0.38. So then the other half is 0.5. So 0.5, this area, plus 0.38, which is 0.88, that's the left side area. So you will get the left hand, use the 0.88 and go into the table and find the corresponding z value. So that's how you do part C.